this recording is for day 9 and 10. We had a couple big days of driving. We drove from Moab and went south all the way to just outside Taos, New Mexico. Stayed at a campsite on the Rio Grande, which was pretty cool in the canyon. Then went into Taos yesterday to explore the town itself, which is a super sweet little town. And there's this cool historic pueblo that people still live at up there, the Taos Pueblo. And you can walk around, look at some of the old style buildings, and get a tour. It was pretty neat. They were one of the few groups that stood up to the Spanish Inquisition, the Spanish Armada, and no, that's not even the Spanish Armada, just the conquistadors. You know, the conquistadors came over and slaughtered everybody. Well, they fought back and actually won. And then later they negotiated a treaty with them to keep their property. And they've also got slaughtered by the U.S. cowboys, and they ended up negotiating with the U.S. government and getting their land back. They were one of the first groups to get their land back. So that was pretty cool. Then we went to check out Albuquerque, which has become quite a Santa Fe and Albuquerque. Santa Fe has become quite a snazzy town. It's really crowded. I would not recommend towing a trailer into town. Should have found a spot to dump it early. Anyway, got out through Albuquerque and we stopped at the little town of Grants for the night. There's not much out here. We're headed towards the Petrified Forest, though. There is weird lava flows. There's a volcano in the middle of New Mexico. I didn't even know. Anyway, that's our plan for the day, I think, and we're headed up into Arizona, and then maybe the next couple of days to Grand Canyon. So that's the goal. We'll see how it goes. So the Petrified Forest is an amazing place to go to. It is in the middle of nowhere, and it's kind of on a side road, and you wouldn't think that it would be that cool. And it's really hard to show how cool it is in the pictures. It's wonderful rock structures, lots of color, really pretty, and then there's this mind tangle up where you're like, this was a forest like hundreds of millions of years ago, and these trees literally look just like the redwoods from Eureka that have been cut up into rounds and left in the desert. But when you get up close to them, they're actually solid crystal. They're just beautiful quartz crystal with incredible rainbow colors and sparkles, and you can see the rings of the growth of the tree, and you can see the bark, and you can see literally how the tree fell down and got petrified, and then it broke into sections just like rounds of wood. I know it looks like kind of like a wasteland, but it is amazing and absolutely worth your time to travel there and go check it out. So, like every national park, there's always signs that say, don't take the rocks, the fossils, the plants, the dirt, the whatever special, that's where it's at. And, of course, this place is just like that. And it is really tempting. There's so many shiny things. But don't worry. As soon as you get outside the park, there's huge shops that are selling these exact rounds of petrified wood that you could take home all to yourself. Don't steal it from the park. Well, this ends day 10. Thank you for watching Nobody Home, and we'll see you soon at the Grand Canyon.